Miss my coach Charles. I didn't even hear the thing. Oh, we live.
Tell them run it up. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this. Wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this. Wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady.
Greetings. We are in the lab. We're in the lab, and it's Ebony Sports Reports with Coach Stud. Coach Stud down in Jayville side. Got Coach Julius Hall over in PW and Port Wilbur side. And then we got the folks in BK. That's Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha right here. And so we said all y'all share. And tonight, I'll let y'all know one of our I have to go and say one of our coaches who doesn't come on the show, that he is watching tonight, because again, intensely watching tonight, because there's some things that are happening, but many of y'all know what's going on. And so he is watching intensely. That is Coach Tony Mitchell. But we got to do some other things a little different tonight with on Ebony Sports Reporters, because we got to talk about some personal things. We got to talk about a great person. We got, I got to say, we give him a hard time, but a great person, we say, get this fly gear, this fly stuff. I'm opening mine up right now. This is time to Julius Hall. I could not come on here and not go and honor Julius Hall, because guess what he did? Y'all better come get y'all cups. Y'all better advertising, commercial stuff. Y'all better come get y'all cups. Y'all better contact Our Black Media to get your cups. It's personalized, because it got my name on it. Julius Hall, God give him kudos for that wonderful surprise. He made it happen. So that's why I said we got to honor. We talk about people all the time, but we got to honor Julius Hall. We say thank you, Julius Hall, president of Our Black Media. And so I got my. Y'all hear that? Yeah. So, Coach Julius Hall, we thank you for that. We appreciate it.
No problem.
And so, again, some other things, we got to honor some things. Some things going on right now. This right here is happening right now because the NFL draft. And up in Detroit right now, you got the DeLoaches. There go Ivy DeLoach, along with Coach Rob DeLoach, who used to be on Ebony Sports Reporters, and their son Caleb DeLoach, who's from that. What school is he from, Coach Stud?
Okay. Take your thing out. Operator. Turn it up. Y'all got some defective devices.
Well, Kalen DeLoach is from Florida State University. Coach Stud is a major supporter and proponent of all schools Florida, and he definitely down with the nose. So Kalen DeLoach is right there. Though y'all may have seen on the internet, there is a picture of me at the airport, Savannah International Airport, where I fell asleep based on Coach Rob DeLoach. He was supposed to send me a ticket. So send me a ticket. I didn't get the ticket. So that's what he did with me. So we got that going on. We got that happening. So we're going to continue on. We got some somber news. The gunslinger, Archie Cooley from Mississippi Valley State, who produced, again, you had Air Titan right there. Air Titan, the gunslinger, Archie Cooley. But other people know one of his greatest athletes was a person by the name of Jerry Rice. And Archie Gunslinger Cooley passed away, so we got to honor him. I'm going to say, no matter what people try to talk about, run and shoot and all the other stuff, what we see with the NFL today, I'm going to say that it is tied to, no matter what, you might say Bill Parcells, Bill, San Francisco side, all them. No, it was Archie Cooley. Archie Cooley was doing this back in the swag. The same thing you see right now. So that's why we got to pay homage to him and give him some credence with regard to that. And also we had a young man who was the captain of Tennessee State football team who sacrificed his life for someone else. And they talked about him, how he was a leader. And so, but we got some other things too. We got to do some special stuff, for some people.
Congratulations, Soros.
That's the Savannah Alumni Chapter right there. And that's Elaine Campbell right there. Elaine Campbell, tied to my family. Elaine Campbell's daughter, Ashley, is my cousin. And so now we come to these right here. Coach Tisha, what you got to say about this? The 94 pages of her story.
Very proud of them. Very, very, very proud of them. Congratulations. Not everyone makes it. Glad you girls did.
Congratulations, ladies.
And Coach Tisha is a member of an organization called Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and they had hazed those young ladies to become a part of the organization.
That is untrue information.
Four of my cousins joined on Saturday.
Stop it.
And one of them was calling me 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, but I'm going to leave that alone. So we're going to move on. This is Ebony Sports Reporter. We're just going to throw it on out there. And so we got things
those
that
are
I
not the views of Ebony Sports Reporters. Thank you very much.
What? Huh?
Those are not the views.
Those are not the
okay. Wow. All right.
Sir, you better cut that out.
So tonight is the NFL draft. We know NFL draft. What's your thoughts with regard to the draft? What are some of your thoughts regarding the draft? Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz. And we know some of y'all going to be watching the draft and probably giving us some of the blow-by-blow accounts with regards to that when they're up there. So again, Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
I'm watching intently.
We're going to see who goes number one. Caleb Williams is supposed to go number one, but hopefully Chicago don't mess him up.
7 minutes and 50 seconds.
So you'll know who's picking first.
We will know.
Caleb
the draft
Williams.
is today?
Yes, it is.
Excuse me, Mr. Hall, where have you been?
Under a rock.
Yes, That's why I know that's really going to take up a lot of it, because we know people going to be watching, because we know we're going to have to break in. So so that's why we kind of do a little light. So what do you perceive something that's right here? So yes,
we will definitely know.
Look, Junior's is turning it on. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, that's what I already thought that automatically. Yeah, that's what I thought automatically. And Coach Tony Mitchell,
Mitchell, thank you.
Tell Tony we don't want to hear nothing about no Denver Nuggets.
He already called. That's already out there. He already called. So again, we go into this. So Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts with regards to the draft right now? This is just beginning. What's some of your thoughts with regards to that?
Well, I think that there's going to be a lot of quarterbacks taken, which is a little unusual for the amount of quarterbacks that's going to be taken, being that how many have won in the draft the last few years. And a bunch of them are busts. But these kids here might be lighting it up in the NFL pretty soon. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be watching intently also. I don't know whether Jalen Daniels going to go first or Caleb Williams going to go first. But they got some great quarterbacks in this draft.
Yeah, they do.
It's a lot going on in the sports world today. There's so many games on, and you got the draft on. It's a lot to pay attention to.
Yeah, Ebony Sports Reporters.
Of course.
You got Ebony Sports Reporters.
Absolutely. And Coach Stud, what's your thoughts? Some early thoughts with regard to the draft, Coach Stud.
It's going to be a big night for NFL quarterbacks, and also going to be a big night for Florida State. We're looking to have 7-8 players drafted. Maybe 2 will go tonight, but we're going to have about 8 of them going this draft. 8 to 10 going this draft.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
8 to 10.
Yeah, big night for the Seminoles. Big draft this year for the Seminoles.
Okay. All right. So yes. So that will be a show. Again, and that's why we had Kalen DeLoach. We put him up there. And so again, we have now come back. We're going to be coming back to some of the draft talk because again, there's a lot that's happening, and some people thinking about what should be happening. Who should get what, and so these thoughts. And so we come to Caleb Williams. People talk about his character. And they talk about his great determination, that how he said in middle school he planned on playing professional football, and that he shaped his life around that with regards to the way that he ate, what he did. Again, he functioned with regards to having his eye on that. So, Coach Stud, what's your thoughts with regards to Caleb Williams?
That was great. A young man at that age, focusing the way he eat, the way he prepared, because he knew he was going to play. He wanted to play on a professional level. And that's what we have to do. To be on a professional level, we have to start and keep our bodies right and put the right food and nutrition in our body. I really admire a young man at that age for staying focused and having a goal that he wanted to play the game at our highest level. Also, real quick, I would like to let Fritz know we're going to have 2 Seminoles going the first round tonight. That's going to be Jared versus Kalen DeLoach. I just had to let my man Fritz know that.
All right.
Jamal can't wait for Kalen to go. For Jalen to go, so he can get those tickets.
We'll show
Absolutely. Like I said, I was at the airport. So, Coach Julius Hall, Caleb Williams.
Well, if you got to dream big, and if you have it, then you can go anywhere. And we talk about it a whole lot on this show. You got to have it. It's a factor in your life where it puts you above everybody else. Some players just have it. And so he knew what his goal was, and he's about to accomplish it in a few minutes.
Okay. All right. Coach Fritz.
I mean, for sure. He also indicated, if I'm not mistaken, that the Commanders was his team that he wanted to play for as he prepared his life for the NFL. So let's see what happens as they're now announcing.
Well, Caleb Williams
is going.
He just went to Chicago. Now, so he just got picked.
So if they getting okay.
That's what we here said tonight. Now we said that we can have some conversation. Y'all can have some discussions. I would say we ain't married hard to any of the topics tonight because we know that they be some good. What you gonna say, Coach Julius Hall?
I'm just wondering what's going on.
I mean, we knew they were gonna take him, even though we didn't necessarily want him to go there.
Yeah, I didn't want him to go there either.
We already know. We've been saying that, and we're praying that they mess him up. They need to surround him with talent.
Hey,
Yes,
where the Falcons at on the board?
You see, they got their own little discrepancy going on, them Falcons. It's going to be interesting to see if your boy even make it to be the quarterback come the fall with this little investigation they got going on.
We going to see.
And a part of what people say at first during the season, people viewed the Bears as not having a organization that was functioning.
Right.
But now, when you look at other media outlets, they're going to discuss like the Bears, that basically they're on top of it. That's what they project right now. And I'm just saying, see, in a matter of months, in like 4 months, the entire dynamics change. So again, that's why we want y'all to have some conversation. Coach Stud, you got anything you want to say about any of this right now? Caleb being taken number 1 by Chicago Bears.
No, I actually thought it would be Jalen, but it was going to be either Kalen or him. So I'm happy for Kalen, you know.
You know, it's funny because I really thought once Caleb came out and said that the Commanders was his, team he wanted to go to as he was growing up, that they might have switched it up, but obviously not at this point.
Chicago took him. They have high expectations.
Yeah.
If you want to change your organization, this is how you do it with a generational player. So we'll see. Hopefully they surround him. Well, they got the running back and they got a wide receiver. They just need to surround him with a good quality team, an offensive line.
Yeah, I just don't think that they're Super Bowl contenders right now.
No, they just need to be functional. not because that they, excuse me. The opinions of Fritz is not the opinions of Ebony Sports Report. I was just about to go in. I had to remind myself.
You can go in. I mean, that we tend to look at the Bears in the same light. So you could go in.
They were horrible before. They were horrible. So, I mean, if Detroit could change, hopefully Chicago could change too.
If Texas can change, then Texas, if they can change.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of, this is where it comes about.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. Chicago's quarterback, Trubisky, was first in 2017, first round. And then you had Justin Fields. Now you got Caleb Williams. They messed up Justin Fields. But we'll see when he goes to Pittsburgh. And they're going to have to put Pittsburgh versus Chicago as one of the games.
I'm going to tell you, I'd rather have Justin Fields than Caleb Williams.
Well, yeah, I think so. If you're going to look at experience at this point, if you're trying to win a Super Bowl, everybody is not going to get a Brock Purdy. And it feels like that's what everybody's trying to do. That's like a once-in-a-lifetime type of situation.
He ain't Mr. Irrelevant no more.
Listen, we can't escape the fact that the Bears have a bad organization. The front office is just not real good when we got to face it. And until they make the proper changes there and get the proper people in place that know what they're doing, we're going to continue to be here next year saying, oh, same old Chicago Bears. They just have a bad, organization there. And they got to make some changes up front. And get the proper people in place that know what they're doing. Speaking out of Houston, Texas, the best thing they made was got a defensive-minded coach, D'Amico Ryan. And he turned that team around, and they know what they're doing over there. And they're going to be something to be reckoned with, too, in the AFC South. And my Jaguars got to face them twice a year. We better have our luggage strapped down tight.
Well, I think he had a lot going for himself, being a former player for them and knowing how they operated. That was going in on a great foot. So they didn't have a choice but to see what he could bring. And look at what he showed them.
First year. The sky's the limit for them. The sky's the limits for them,
It sure is. That wasn't no fluke. D'Amico Ryans out of Bessemer, Alabama is going to put some high winds up over there for them.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about these Commanders, though. I mean, even with a good quarterback at this point, I don't get it.
I just have to
it's all about excitement. You really, to a fan, you don't really have to win the Super Bowl. You just need to try to get there, and you got to,
also shouldn't it be where you are with how close you are to even getting to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Why put a career on the bench if you ain't even gonna make it to the playoffs?
Yeah. Hey, like they say, the front office is terrible, and some of these people don't know nothing about. They're not looking at the team. They're looking at the paper.
Right.
Yes.
And I've seen situations where those in charge should have been looking at the person instead of looking at the paper.
Yep.
Now they're just looking at the paper instead of looking at the person. So I don't know.
You see how Detroit Lions changed? Detroit Lions was horrible for years, and they totally changed.
Yeah.
The organization, the coach, everybody, they're in the playoff. That city is lively. The economy is going up because they're in the playoff.
Well, they had to do something for the city. And you start with the revenue that's coming into the city with all these teams that you got going on.
Yeah,
Detroit made changes and got the right people in place.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so we're going to come to this right here. How do you develop an NFL quarterback? Excuse me, let me back up. Well, some people say that they're not people, again, these front offices are not looking for a Brock Purdy. They say what they're looking for actually is Patrick Mahomes. They say Mahomes messed them up. They say because now all of them trying to find that type of quarterback who can come up with dynamic plays that nobody could draw up. So again, but now we come to how do you develop an NFL quarterback, because that's the fear and the concern that some people had. And I should say, Ebony Sports Report is the only one to seem to have basically still been consistent about the views of the Chicago Bears front office. Other people are now jumping on board saying that Chicago got a great front office, where just again, 4 months ago, they were criticizing on how they handled Justin Fields. And again, not having the support there for him, but now all of a sudden with Caleb is going to be a dynamic. So again, how do you develop an NFL quarterback? Because now it's a concern. So Drake May, J.J. McCarthy, and all these other quarterbacks with regards to Mike and everybody else that, again, they might not be going into the best programs that help them develop as an NFL quarterback. So, again, Coach Starr, what's your thoughts? How do you develop an NFL quarterback?
Well, first of all, let me speak about a situation when Peyton Manning came out. I remember telling several guys that he was the best quarterback in that draft. You had Ryan Leaf and Drew Bledsoe, I believe, also was in that draft at that time. Everybody laughed at me. I say not only would he go on to perform at a high level, he would rewrite NFL record books. I say Tom Moore is going to develop him. Peyton had a thing where he got happy feet. He liked to stand there and be just running like in place. That will force him to release his passes a little bit more before he was ready to. Once they stopped that, we saw what Peyton did. You got to know the quarterback's strengths and weaknesses. You have to have an offense around him. Now, it's the days of the pocket passing quarterback like Tom Brady. Is them days gone now? Do we want the quarterback that can move in the pocket like a Patrick Mahomes and get out in space and create plays? I think Mahomes is just a once-in-a-generation type quarterback. Mahomes can make some throws while he falling to the ground that I don't even think Brett Favre could have made in his heyday. And not to mention the running style of Patrick Mahomes is just goes to sound presidential. But you have to know the quarterback's strengths and his weaknesses and get the right person there to groom a quarterback. Because these guys that's leaving tonight, now Caleb Williams probably be a starter on day one, getting drafted, number one overall. You're not drafting him that high for him to sit on the bench. He's going to have to learn why, develop in action, as I like to call. He's going to get what I call a baptism with fire. Excuse me on that. But he's going to have his growing pains. I just hate he's at that organization because sometimes that can cost him his confidence. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they never regain it. He'll go to a right organization that know how to use and get the best out of his talents, and then he can reinsert himself. But you have to know your quarterback's strengths and weaknesses and have a coach that can develop him properly. Sometimes you can bring him on fast. Sometimes you have to bring him on a little slower. That's my take.
All right, Coach Julius Hall.
I just wanted to say, Coach Eric, I think he ready for the next level. Not Jamal. He gave analysis. I think he ready for the next level.
And Coach Julius Hall, you read my mind. That's what I was going to say. This is Ebony Sports Reporters. That's why we like that. That what y'all heard Coach Stud. He put it out there. So, hey, that's right.
Hey, that was some great analysis. That was really, really great. I'm proud of it. The man has come a long way from being camera shy. He was on the money there. I think ESPN ought to get this man.
What you trying to do? He just can't go by himself.
But he can take us with him.
Yeah.
And the question was, how do
you develop an NFL quarterback?
Well, I mean, I'm probably going to end up yielding my time to Coach Eric, because he said a mouthful and he gave a description that is playbook. But the coaches, everybody got to be willing. And I don't think, you need a mobile quarterback. The league is now about excitement. If you sit back there like, what's the boy from Michigan, McCarthy? If he gets back, he's going to be a pocket passer. Now that boy where's the boy that played for Kansas State last year? Dugan, or what the name was?
Mm-hmm.
Where's he at?
He was with TCU, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
TCU, not Kansas State.
Oh.
Where's he at?
I don't think he came out.
He did come out, but he dropped to like 15 or something, didn't he?
Wow.
He came out when? This year?
This year.
Oh, okay. Because he is the prototype Caucasian. For lack of a better word. He is. Quarterback. He can run. He can pass. He can do it all. So he shouldn't have dropped. See, that's the diamond in the rough. That's the Brock Purdy right there. That's the one that teams need to be picking up. I wish Atlanta could sneak and get him. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. You got to be, like Coach Stud said, you got to be able to identify the needs of a quarterback, what their strengths and their weaknesses are, and bring that out.
Ooh.
You know, so you back.
I'm so distracted with this draft. I'm just so
we're going, Coach Keisha and Coach Fritz. Y'all got the floor right now.
Coach Stud, North Carolina did get a draft in. I just got to keep doing that North Carolina thing. But yeah, Drake May just got drafted, so that's the first 3 quarterbacks. That's exactly what we was talking about on the show earlier. That the first
got drafted by who, Coach Fritz?
The freaking Patriots.
They took Drake May. So this quarterback is like,
and Jaden went to obviously the Commanders.
So the first 3 picks is quarterbacks. This was gonna be like we talked about. All 5 quarterbacks taken in the first round for top 5.
He wasn't 10. Even part of the top 5 . Just what?
Yeah, right.
He wasn't to be number 3, and then he goes number 3.
He is not that guy.
But that's Harbaugh did that. Keep talking about
that
him.
Guy.
We're talking about him and one of them, and the quarterback that played for him. All of a sudden, when he started talking about the 2 of them, this kid name started rising to the top.
I like him, but he's not that guy.
Not a top 5. I didn't think so either.
But he's going to the Patriots. They need that quarterback.
Well, Patriots are starting over. They need everything.
So that's a start over. That's a start over. A different organization is in, a different coaching, different leaders. So that's their quarterback of their future. So he is mobile. I'm looking at videotapes. He is mobile. So that's good for them. I guess that's their fit for them.
And one thing that I was going to, I didn't hit on was when you were talking about, Jamal was talking about Patrick Mahomes being a generational player. That was you, Jamal?
No, Coach Stud.
Coach Stud. Well, and like we talk about on there, you got to have it. Patrick has it. He can will his team to win if he got players around him he is that player that ain't gonna get sacked and gonna get the player the ball. With Patrick Mahomes, and a lot of teams I see that they lose, probably like the Jets and the Cowboys is.
Let's stay focused.
You gonna do that?
Let's stay focused.
I saw the
I almost spat out my water. My God.
49ers lost. I mean, the Kansas City lost too.
Whatever.
You know what they do? Their players do, and I don't see a lot of teams players do this here. You run your route, and you ain't got the ball. Start coming back so the quarterback can have different options.
Yeah,
those are the quarterbacks that are successful. That's why Patrick Mahomes do what he do. That's why the boy in Philadelphia Hurts does what he did, because they got players that'll come back. You got to have that it factor. Like, I want the ball.
Like, you know, what Coach Stud said, it's also about, you know, once you break their spirit, it's kind of hard to readjust. Look at the kid from the Panthers. He was outstanding in college. He is a shell of himself in the NFL. And not because he can't play or that he isn't good. You're not giving him the confidence to show that he can be good. Yeah. You're not giving him the weapons that he needs to be good. So instead, you make it seem like it is his fault that he's not doing this and he's not doing that. Where clearly those that know the sport know it's not this kid's fault at all.
Offensive line was horrible. You fired a coach that was doing good, and you put another coach in that's not working out. They didn't even they didn't do his strength. They didn't. The quarterback Bryce, they didn't address his strength.
I mean,
they didn't do his weaknesses. They didn't do none of that.
I
stuff.
Even say the same thing about the quarterback from the Patriots, and I by far am not a Patriots fan. But to be fair, the quarterback they had, I mean, you really want to talk about how bad he was? Look at what you gave him to work with. You gave him nothing, and then you gave him a coach that couldn't coach him the way he needed to be coached as a quarterback.
Yeah,
so
when your tickets go down to $15, then you got a problem.
Hello.
Yeah, you got a problem.
Exactly.
But also when you don't have an offensive coordinator, also that comes into play too. So yes.
You get a defensive coordinator to be the coach.
So this is Ebony Sports Reporters draft night, because that's what we have to realize now. You know, in this draft night, Ebony Sports Reporters is not the same. We don't all have all our topics, because again, we got to be focused on the draft that's going on. So this is Ebony Sports Reporters draft show special right here. But we still got to go to commercial, Mr. Producer. We got to go to commercials, because I want.
Hello, I'm Richard Coleman, and I'm running for the office of Sheriff of Chatham County. And when I'm elected, I promise to inspect what I expect. Chatham County, it's time for a change, and that change is me, Richard Coleman.
Transformative, that's what Sonya Jackson is. Creative, that's what Sonya Jackson is. Compassionate, that's what Sonya Jackson is. Leadership, That's what Sonya Jackson demonstrates. Dedicated. That's what Sonya Jackson is. Chatham County, there's never been a tax commissioner like Sonya Jackson. She has made the office more accessible, more consistent, more convenient, and more service-friendly. Let's keep Sonya Jackson while she takes the tax commissioner's office to new heights. On May 21st, cast your vote for a great public servant. Vote Sonya Jackson for tax commissioner.
Ebony Sports Supporters, we are back. We have Coach Stud, Coach Julius Hall, Coach Fritz, and no longer Coach Tisha. Now, I'm going to let y'all know this. Somebody extremely upset with y'all right now. He's extremely upset. He's checking us out. He's on his computer because he wants to get something. We're going to get to it, Coach Tony Mitchell. We're going to get to it. But again, this is draft night. Draft night. So, you know, just like last year, we got to be keeping our eyes a watch as to what's going on. But then we want to tell y'all, support our advertisers. Support our advertisers. Davis Johnson Bozeman Law Firm, offices in Atlanta, Savannah, and Statesboro. One Price Cleaners, located in the Farmers Market on Highway 80 in Garden City, Georgia. Kim's Cafe, 714 MLK Jr. Boulevard. And that Coach Julius Hall was there today, had barbecue chicken, along with some greens and some rice that he tore it up. And Chef Food and Gas on Styles and Gwinnett Streets in Savannah, Georgia. Don't ride by, stop by. And we're going to stop by right now because he talked about it, but we have something for him because, again, he's down. Oh. How you doing? How you doing? Are you a Jets fan or a Giants fan?
Cowboy.
Cowboy fan? Not yet. Chicago fan? Oh boy, he nodded his hand for Chicago. We have a problem.
So we got something for y'all. So again, to help y'all with regards to motivation.
What I do before the game is a 30-minute meditation, focusing on the inhale and the exhale. All that's doing is training me to be in the present moment. I started this my senior year in high school. Being an athlete that is aspiring to be as great as he can be, you go through some battles mentally, and you want to be fresh every single day. Once I started, stayed disciplined with it, I realized why it was so powerful. What I listen to when I meditate are these certain frequencies, that help tune a certain type of consciousness that I want to set myself up for. Everything's a vibration. After that, I just play Bob Marley. I'd say my favorite Bob Marley song has got to be Jammin'. It's something that, gets me in the right state of being, that just sets me up for, complete response to every situation that I'm going to face on the field and come from a calm center that, helps me perform at my best.
JJ McCarthy, Coach Julius Hall.
Pretty good. I like JJ.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. I mean, he's given a routine that most people who's playing that position need to probably follow, because you need to focus when you're playing a position that everybody depends on. That's a position everybody. You can't score, you can't win. Tampa Bay Buccaneers showed you that when they had that defense back there. You can't score them, you can't win. They won what, 9-6?
Yeah.
So worst Super Bowl I ever saw. Yeah.
All right. Coach Stud.
JJ McCarthy. I like JJ McCarthy. I still don't feel like he's a day one draft pick. I don't feel like he should leave off the board today. I could be wrong. It's just my opinion, though. But I like his preparation, and they say that reggae music, it really relax your mind, the soul, you have to be relaxed, He performed at a very high level and took it all the way for a national championship, so it must works for him.
All right. Coach Tisha. Coach Fritz.
His preparation is on point. I like that he said that he uses. Bob Marley has a lot of music that if you listen to the best of his albums or his singles, he could not. A lot of those songs can motivate you. You could just sit back and do your meditation on most of his songs. You could do the whole album and that's your 30 minutes right there.
And I was impressed.
You know,
I was definitely impressed.
His routine is very on point. A lot of people need to follow that routine to, you know, to get when you're at that next level. You know,
I was like, Bob been known to calm you down when you want to stay focused mentally.
Yep.
You missed the part where you smoke a joint before you go out.
They can't do that.
Yeah, I like
it. They can't do that.
He listening to Bob. He doing something.
Yeah, exactly. A hot mess.
Go ahead, Jamal.
I'm frozen. I'm frozen. I'm frozen.
The
opinion of Coach Julius Hall, merely opinion of Coach Julius Hall, not the opinion of Ebony sports reporters. We like reggae music and we don't smoke. Because again, we're gonna move on. Breaking news. We got breaking news. Coach Tamika Reed, formerly of Jackson State University, is now the head coach of University of North Carolina, Charlotte, the 49ers. She has now left from Jackson State. She's not gonna be in Charlotte. Coach Tisha and Coach Fritz, what's your thoughts with regards to that?
Like I said, they don't have no money.
Congratulations.
I said that the last time. They don't have no money. You losing all these good coaches, no matter what the sport is, you don't have no money. Now, are you not fundraising? Is your alumni association not helping? Whatever the case is, it's obvious you don't have no money.
And you're letting good coaches go to bigger and better pastures, and you know
they're going because of the money, not because of the talent.
The money, yeah.
Okay, all right. So Julius Hall.
I agree. You got to have money to keep these coaches in place. The small schools cannot deal with the big schools. We had a saying back in the day that big money eat little money up.
Yes.
All day long. You get the best by paying them the most. And that's just the way the system is. Players, just like they got mad with Dion, you don't go into a profession to stay where you at. You go into a profession so you can elevate.
Correct.
And that's what it's all about, elevation. So get your money, girl.
The opinion of Coach Julius Hall, merely opinion of Coach Julius Hall. He was trying to throw a dag at someone, and if they happen to look at the show, I want them to understand I'm not down with them. You do not need to sue me. Sue him solely. But anyway, Coach Stud.
Well, one thing I learned from Coach Hall, don't love no job because it don't love you. It's impossible for the job to love you. But back to what we're saying now. Hey, them coaches, it's all about elevation in the coaching. Coach will tell you once he get hired there, oh, I'm content here, this way I'm going to be at. A bigger job come open, they going to take it. Dion told us that he'll be a fool not to listen at the opportunity. And he took it. Not only did he listen, he made the move from Jackson State to Buffalo, Colorado. To Boulder, Colorado. But if you don't have no money, you're not going to be able to keep these prime coaches. That's just the way it is. They are going where they can get their capital at and advance their careers. All about elevation.
Where you going now?
All right, my brother Jack said that Harrison could be a steal for somebody. He could be a steal, Marvin Harrison Jr. But now, Jack, I'm wearing Golden State. You know, I got the Hawks. I got the Hawks, but I had to put on Golden State because, you know, I at least let some people remember. Still remember the Warriors. I wouldn't put on the Lakers, but we're going to have a conversation about all that. So, yeah. So, and Jack said some Gap Band. He can listen to some Gap Band or some Lakeside. Bam. That's right. Fantastic voice, you know. But then
Marvin Harris Jr. went to the Cardinals.
Okay. And so Coach Tony Mitchell, Coach Tony Mitchell's out of Colorado. And then The opinion coach Tony Mitchell, though he's not on the show, merely opinion coach Tony Mitchell, because he's tied to Colorado, though he's in Savannah. You can't do that in Savannah. So another breaking news that has happened with regards to Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush is not able to get his Heisman Trophy back. Reggie Bush is able to get his Heisman Trophy back in his hands. Because again, the Heisman say the new landscape right now has come into play. Coach Stud, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, we spoke about this last week on the show. I didn't like them taking his trophy when it first happened. So that's great that they was able to rescind on that and give it back to him because it was much deserving. That he earned that on the field. Now, what happened with him and a booster off the field, that had nothing to do with his performance or him wearing that number 5 for the USC Trojans and doing everything, returning punts, returning kickoffs, playing slot, playing running back. He done everything. He earned it on the field. So kudos to him that they did decide to return it back, the hardware back to him.
Okay. And Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
Totally agree. I mean, thanks to social media and people being more vocal about their opinions getting to mainstream media, I'm sure that played a lot in why they gave it back. Having their names put in a negative light, neon lights flashing behind it, and the reason why they did it. This younger generation is like, you did all of that for this? Man, get that man back that trophy. There's worse offenses out here than just that. So kudos to him.
I'm happy for him that he got his trophy back. He deserved it. He was the Heisman Trophy.
Exactly.
And he was that's the only person that you ever heard that they took the Heisman Trophy away from. And one thing has nothing to do with the other. You know what I'm saying? He was excellent on the field and he was used various different ways. So he deserves his trophy.
The more they look like us, the more they're going to try to take it for whatever reasons there could be.
I'm frozen. The opinions of Coach Tisha is not the opinions of Ebony sports reporters.
Thank you, Coach Fritz. Coach Julius Hall.
Hey, Coach Stud, you in rare form tonight, boy.
It may be because they can't really see me.
I'm serious. I seem like you should be on one of the sports shows for real. You are giving it.
He's on a for real sports show.
Okay,
no. My bad.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about one of those.
I'm about to mute him right now. That deserves a mute.
Mute him.
He's muted. He's muted.
Well, listen,
wrong choice of word.
Y'all know that's the wrong choice of word. Y'all know that me and my brother-in-law are each other's biggest fan. Hey, this is unwritten. No matter where I go with him, he let it be known who I am. People say, well, we never saw him before. He said, but this is who he is. And no matter when he come here, it's the same way.
That's right.
I have the code to his house. I can go in there when he's out of town somewhere. What more does it get?
That's right.
What more can it get? Jamal, you knows this.
We got to mute your stud too. Both of them got you mutual muting.
Coach Stud is in rare form tonight. I'm talking about he has stepped up this game, and like I said, wrong choice of word. I'm talking about one of those ones when you're getting paid millions of dollars. That's what I'm talking about. One of those shows. But anyway, that's what we all do this for, so we can see how we can elevate and how we can bring a different spice to the sports world.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sorry. Just watching a highlight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can Coach Tisha give us an update on the draft?
Well,
the
what's his name?
The Chargers picked an offensive tackle, which they're gonna need for Justin Herbert because he was getting sacked a lot. And then the Giants just picked a wide receiver from LSU, which was great for them.
Number 8.
Number 6.
Number 6?
Yeah.
Giants was number 6.
Giants was 6.
Oh, okay.
And so
Malik Neighbors.
They picked Malik Neighbors.
He's from LSU.
So we're going to ask this question right here. The fullback position has kind of become somewhat obsolete in professional football. What other position that you foresee that might become obsolete in some professional sport? What is some sport? And Coach Tony Mitchell, we're going to come to your stuff right after this one right here when they finish up. Again, fullback position has become somewhat obsolete in professional sports and professional football. And so what other position that you think might become obsolete in some other professional sport, or if it's football, whatever you choose, football, basketball, hockey, soccer, tennis? Go ahead. Coach Julius Hall.
Well, I don't know no position in baseball that they're going to eliminate. I don't know no position in basketball that they can eliminate.
Not necessarily eliminate that. Again, you have running backs, but running backs again. But the fullback is not necessarily as glamorous or right out there when you go and look at Tom Rathbone and other people like that. So it's now being pushed aside more so. So that's why I'm saying, what position do you see?
Football has the most
they're not going to change that.
Positions that you can probably delete. Like running back, they're trying to do away with the running backs in the NFL. Just like they got rid of the fullback. But it's going to have to be I don't think you could ever get rid of the running back because then everybody's keying up on the wide receiver. So you got to make them play fair, So I don't know. There is no position except in football that can be obsolete, like the tight end, the running back.
All right. Coach Stud, because some are saying that the position of safety in football, that again, the safety position, because again, folks got to be corners. So what sport do you see that a position might be transitioned to something else?
Well, since it's NFL draft night, I got to talk about football. My brother-in-law here is on it a little bit. I go a little bit more in depth, though. The running back position is not going nowhere. We got to keep the defense honest. We're going to have to run it a little bit and pass a lot, just to keep them honest. The safety position is not going to go nowhere because you got these receivers out there running 4.2s and 4.3s. That's the last line of defense back there. Okay, he did mention it. It's the tight end position. You look at these guys now, like Kelsey and them, they're not really tight ends. They are hybrid wide receivers, just not quite got the wide receiver speed. As you look, they don't have outside linebackers able to cover these guys. You have to get a safety up around the line of scrimmage to match speed with these guys now. So that's a position that I can see being obsolete, the tight end position. And they'll just bring in an extra lineman, extra tackle like they do when they get out inside the goal line, as they call it, going max protection. But the tight end position, I can see becoming obsolete.
That's excellent analysis, Coach Stud. Excellent analysis. You on fire. You are a tornado, hurricane, and monsoon and fire all in one.
Listen, I agree with Coach Stud.
So do I.
I mean, when you think about all the sports that could afford to eliminate something, I don't see anything in baseball, definitely not basketball. So, yeah, football would be the only
thing for me for basketball is the center position because it has changed. There's no more the low post.
Change the title?
No more. It's no longer the put your back post, your back to the basket and post up and do the move. They made them a stretch five. So that the center position in basketball, Joker's still there, Embiid, but
they'll just change the name of the position.
The rest of them is just you don't see the centers that put their their back up against the backboard, and they just do their move and go in and draw the fouls. That's an obsolete thing that's going.
Yeah.
But the fullback, yes, the fullback is gone. Not Philly. San Francisco tried to use it, and they did use it somewhat effective last year. But that's the fullback is gone, and like you said, the tight end. I agree, Coach Stud, you on fire. Oh my God,
I
wish you was on fire, North Carolina. Woo.
Poor Coach, man. He ain't gonna let you let that one down, man.
No, he's not.
North Carolina State did make it in men and women basketball, NCAA. But then now we gonna come to this right here. Who got holes the other night? Who got holes when they played the Knicks the other night? Who got holes? We not come to NBA playoffs. Who got holes? Coach TJ goes first. Who and the other thoughts with regard to the NBA playoffs? Who got holes the other night? Excuse me, let me back up. And Coach Julius Hall was the one told me. He sent me a text. He sent me a text message, Jamal. Make sure you bring it up as a topic for Tisha and Fritz. I wasn't going to do that because I respect you all too much.
Listen.
The other night, man,
y'all already know it was crazy over here watching that game, right?
Listen, I thought Denver lost.
We ain't talking about Denver. Let's stay focused.
We talking the Knicks. What happened? Who got holes with the Knicks?
The Knicks won.
They were lucky to win.
They won.
Technically,
they were at home, and when you're at home, you win.
Yeah. Technically, yes.
The refs were looking elsewhere, just not where they should have been looking. I mean, but that's the Knicks, isn't it? It's either they listen. Y'all already know I ain't no Knicks fan.
She's a hater.
I'm not no
All
hater.
You Knicks fans. We did good.
It's like, where's the call? Oh, y'all didn't see that? You see it when it's convenient.
First thing first, a true Knicks fan knows
I'm not
New York don't get all the calls that we supposed to get. If I do get it, I'll take it.
Cheating by any means necessary, as they would say.
It ain't cheating. We just getting it back.
It was a very exciting and intense game, but I was totally perplexed them last few seconds. I'm like, wait, nobody's calling nothing? Nobody saw nothing? What's happening?
They're letting them play.
And that's all he kept saying. Let him play. I'm like, yeah, but dude, where are the fouls at?
Don't need to call that.
Nothing.
Let them play.
They turned a blind eye to it. I mean, listen. But the sad part about it is on the back end, they'll end up losing out because the call that they're going to want, they're not going to end up getting.
We don't get calls. As much as they beat Julian Brunson up, they beat him up so bad that you're like, okay, that's a foul, but they don't call it.
I think for me, it was just too much within a less than 10-second time frame. There's like 2 to 3 fouls on one person, and you didn't see none of them?
Okay. Now, we as Knicks fans had a lot of heartbreaks. Reggie Miller fouled.
Here we go.
Stole the ball.
We not going. We talking about right now, Coach Chris. We talking about 2024. We not going back. We not going back to Dave DeBusschere. We not going back to Dave DeBusschere. We not
go back that far.
But I'm just saying, even if you want to say, oh, they missed one, you missed 3 on one person within a 3 to 5 second time frame. Like, that was a little crazy. I mean, that was a little crazy for me.
All right.
He felt like it was warranted.
All right. Coach Stud, NBA playoffs. What have you seen? What's your thoughts with regard to, because now with regard to Miami, and so they like saying, hey, Eric is able to bounce back, rather. So again, Coach Stud, what's your thoughts just in general with regard to the playoffs, what you've seen so far?
All right, well, let me hedge on the game that you was talking about between the 76ers and the Knicks. I was looking the next morning to wake up and see that referee, that whole team was going to be suspended for the rest of the playoffs. It was just that bad. Seriously, I understand strange things happen up in Madison Square Garden, the most famous place in the United States venue. I don't care what nobody say, Madison Square Garden. But that sometimes I'm all for letting them play, but that was just too blankly there. It had to be a call. Like Coach Teacher say, you missed not 1, not 2, but 3 of them, But anyway, I think the Boston Celtics, I think the Boston Celtics will bounce back tomorrow night on the Miami Heat. He just, set a record shooting trades. I just don't see them falling like that tomorrow, even though the game will be played in South Beach.
Okay. All right.
Basically ready even to move on, the Heat.
And Coach Julius Hall.
Well, I really don't want to talk about it because Tony Mitchell watching right now.
Yeah, that's right. So that's what he's been waiting for. That's what he's been waiting for. He's been waiting for this moment.
I really don't want to talk about it, but I will. I was a little disappointed because and I got friends that are family members of the Lakers coach. And I don't want to really say this about him, but he don't know how to coach.
Wow.
There is no way. It's two people that's the problem from that game the other night. The coach and LeBron James. Those two people.
Davis in there?
Huh?
You're not going to throw Anthony Davis in there?
No. Anthony played great. The coach and LeBron James. LeBron James is supposed to be one of the best players in the world. The GOAT. You got 13 seconds left. The hell you shooting the ball for the game tied and you could go to the basket?
I was a little shocked.
Let them foul you. You gave them people the game.
Yeah.
You gave them the people. Yeah. I'm saying what the coach thinking about. You're supposed to tell LeBron, look, put your big boy drawers on and go on to that basket. They're going to foul you or you're going to hit the shot. LeBron used to be what Joker is now. Nobody could stop him. You could give him the ball every single time and he'll take you to the hoop and will score.
He got 21 years.
Huh?
He got 21 years on the court.
He would have got the call.
I don't care.
You say what? What did you say? Excuse me. What did you say, sir?
Denver Nuggets ticket office. I'm calling to order some tickets for the next game in Denver.
Ain't nobody coming all the way to no Denver.
I don't blame you. I would stay home and watch the world champions play anyway. I understand. I understand. Make sure you get some hot wings, go over to Sam's and get your snacks and everything.
Listen, I mean, they definitely better beat the Lakers.
We're for real. Last year was not a fluke when we swept them. This year, we're going to get them again. We're not afraid of LA. LA hadn't beat us in 2 years. December 16, 2022.
I heard.
Draft a little bit break. Sorry about this. Atlanta Falcons just selected that quarterback from Washington, Michael Penix.
Okay.
I knew that was gonna happen.
That was a good draft. I wish we'd have got it. We got some garbage. We got some garbage from New York Jets.
Oh, Lord.
From BYU.
Lord. Coach Tony Mitchell.
Julius Hall back there quarterbacking for our Broncos.
First thing first, the Broncos, y'all deserve what y'all getting. He's a great quarterback from the Jets. Y'all need him.
No, he's terrible. Him and his mama.
But y'all got to see that for yourselves so y'all can stop blaming the Jets.
He said
him and his mama need to go back to Utah.
So thank you, Coach Tony Mitchell. Denver Nuggets ticket office. We let Coach Julius Hall go back because again he's still doing the trauma. But okay, thank you very much, Coach. We let you go back and do your work and look at us on MLB supporters.
But listen, losing a 20-point.
No, Coach Julius Hall still had the floor. Coach Julius Hall, go ahead, Coach Julius Hall.
What?
Coach, you ain't had any more to say because I know, because Coach Tony Mitchell was waiting for this opportunity.
Denver ain't like that. They got a good team, though.
But they should be beating the Lakers, of course.
They got a good team.
Yeah.
I want to see what they do against some of them young horses like Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, and that is what the conversation is about. They were like saying, hey, but look at with regards to Oklahoma and with regards to Minnesota. So yeah. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go to our second set of commercials. Here, Ebony Sports Reports with Coach Stud, Coach Julius Hall, Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
And we'll be at our second commercials.
And we are back. Y'all saw it again. The Our Black Media gear. Y'all saw in the cup. But we got one of the new cups right here. Coach Julius Hall. And it is autographed, is monogrammed with our names on it. Now, I don't know what the price will be for you to get this done, but guess what? You can get this done. Our Black Media. How can they get the cups, Coach Julius Hall?
They have to call in and ask us to order one for them. These cups are kind of expensive. I got everybody on the show one. All our shows, that everybody got one.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll and that was out of the gratitude out of my pocket. So so maybe when Coach Stud get that job up at the upper level, then we all be riding around in Maybachs.
Okay.
That's right.
We acknowledge Coach Julius Hall, and then he just, the blessing that he received from us acknowledging him was just snatched away. God just snatched it. He ain't had to say all that. But anyway, we want people to know how they can get this right here. They ain't concerned. Whatever, if they pay for Yetis and Stanley Cups and all those right here, Our Black Media. So we ain't concerned about y'all being concerned about the price. It's just understand this is Our Black Media.
Coach Stud, you see the Jets gave up their trade pick?
No, I didn't see it.
They gave up their trade pick to the Vikings.
To the Vikings, and who did the Vikings take?
We don't know yet. It's coming up.
Say it in like 5 minutes. They'll tell us.
Oh, okay.
Chicago just picked the second best wide receiver, the dude out of Washington. So they picked the second wide receiver on the draft.
Right.
So now
Penny's favorite receiver there.
Yeah. So Caleb Williams got he got weapons now.
And so we're gonna do. Excuse me. We're going to deal with this right now. We're going to go to baseball right now. And are the Guardians for real? Are the Guardians for real? And are the Braves for real? Or is it still too early? Are the Guardians for real? Are the Braves for real? Coach Julius Hall.
The Braves are for real, for real, for real. Well, I mean, why would you even think anything? We've been consistently kicking butt for the last 20 years. Think about it. For the last 20 years, we've been consistently kicking butt. So, yeah, the Braves are real.
Okay. What about the Guardians?
They're faking.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Cleveland, we love you, Cleveland. I have some of y'all gear, Cleveland, when y'all were the Indians. But again, Kenny Lofton, I still got love for you. Yes, sir, yes, indeed. That's Julius Hall and his opinion right now. So, Coach Stud.
The Guardians, too early to tell. The Atlanta Braves are for real. This is what they do. Like Coach Hall said, for the last 20 years, this is what they do. The Braves are for real. The Guardians, a little too early for me to call.
Okay. All right. Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
I mean, I still think it's early for both of them. I mean, we see what happened last year. Everybody can go with the winning streaks and still not make it when it counts. So, I mean, we expect the Braves to do what they're doing now. Like you said, their track record speaks for itself, but we'll see when it comes to who makes it to the pennant.
The Braves got a good organization. Cleveland is a little too early to tell.
It's a good look for Cleveland, though. I'm impressed.
Last year, I remember Toronto and Tampa Bay was running the scoreboard, and they were high. And then when playoff came, done.
Yeah, look at the Dodgers.
Yep, Dodgers too. First game, they're like they don't want to. If that's the case, then don't get a winning record to get a bye.
Right.
The team that's hot. Or the team that's still warmed up, they hot, they coming for you. Their mindset is different. They got nothing to lose.
But I told y'all about the Dodgers, though. Y'all remember?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Okay. And so we're going to stick with baseball. And some say maybe the play of the year.
This could be the play of the year in the minor leagues. Hudson Valley Renegades. I used to call their games. Look at this play. Rock Riggio somehow flips this back. Josh Moylan, he's the first baseman covering second. You did the basketball reference earlier. I'm going to do it too here. This is a hook shot into great court awareness.
Yeah, it is. He dodges the center fielder and flips it
and the first
right to the bag,
baseman.
and the first baseman's there. That's amazing.
It's staggering.
You're right.
I want to see it again. First of all, the flip play is unbelievable. But the fact that the first baseman is there scooping in, just like they practiced it, BK. It's so sensational. It's so baseball. That's our baseball player of the year right now. We don't do that. We don't keep tabs, but maybe we should. Good job by the Hudson Valley Renegades. Way to go, fellas.
All right. Coach Chichi, Coach Fritz.
Great play.
Great awareness.
Yes, great awareness, great play. His footwork was great. He avoided a collision that could have been disastrous, and then had the mindset while on his back to throw to the first baseman, and the first baseman did his job, covered, and then
even though the shortstop really should have been there, but like, okay, at least somebody had the wherewithal to be there,
and it worked. What a great play! That's what happened when you practice and you discipline.
All right, Coach Julius Hall.
It was all right. I've seen better plays in Little League.
Oh my gosh!
I've seen a triple play. You know, I seen one time when we got 4 players out in one inning. 4 players. You can't get but 3 out. We got 4.
We realized that. we knew you was reaching. Everybody was all stoic, like, where he going with this? We got you.
It was all right. There ain't no player, no year. I don't know what they talking about.
All right, Coach Stud.
I was impressed. It was the player of the year for me thus far. It's just his awareness. Like Coach Fitz said, avoid the collision, the awareness of where he was and where the other player was to avoid the collision, and then to flip the ball and get it where it needed to be. Great play.
Yep.
All right. So now we got 2 videos coming up, and we'll let y'all know these videos are the officials. These are the officials that were also at the Knicks and 76ers game. Again, these videos right now, I want y'all to understand. Again, we have an exclusive. We are seeing them before they go, and they will now go and officiate the game between the Knicks and the 76ers. I want y'all to understand this.
This call goes the way we think it should. Crowd is chanting safe.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is out.
That is absurd. That is absurd.
That's unbelievable.
That's a joke. That's a joke. Absolutely ridiculous. It is clear on the replay that Atl was safe, and it is a ridiculous way to end this game. That's garbage. The Baltimore Orioles end up with a 6-5 win. Could not have been any clearer on the replay that Atl hit the bag before the tag from Henderson. We'll show it again.
His foot is on the base. Foot is on the base, and then the tag.
I mean, I don't know what else you need to see there. Hits the bag, the tag not there yet.
It's just unbelievable. Joe Adell obviously upset too because he felt he got his foot in there. This game is completely different here. We had a chance.
Heartbreaking way for this one to end. The Angels had a...
So the fan in the blue shirt is the one who says something to Hunter Wendelstedt. That's what he reacts to, and he kicks out Aaron Boone, who says, whoa, I didn't say anything. And Brad Ausmus is pointing, saying, it's a fan, it's a fan. And Hunter Wendelstedt, as we heard so cleanly on our audio, said, I don't care.
So, guess what happened? They were at those baseball games, and then they went and officiated the game at Madison Square Garden for the Knicks and also the 76ers. It was just on their roll. Coach Julius, what's your thoughts about all of that?
The opinion of Coach Jamal is the opinion of Coach Jamal, not necessarily the opinion that everybody's supposed to quote. They doing basketball and then when done football, and one guy weighed 300 pounds behind the plate. But they botched that all up. Stevie Wonder could have saw that guy was sick. And then the referee, they must be jigging at the referee earlier or something. Because the referee at the baseball game, with the guy with the blue shirt, if he the one said it, the referee got to be right. You just can't throw a play out of the game, and especially if it's a major league game and people betting on that game, and you throw a play out. Man, the mafia be looking for you.
All right, Coach Stud.
Well, it's definitely, they may not be the same offenses, but it definitely is a nexus between them and the refs that called the Philly and New York Knicks game. Let's go with the first one.
Mute him.
The mute button doesn't work right now. It doesn't work right now.
Two ridiculous calls. Like Coach Hall said, Ray Charles could have saw the guy was safe and they was down 6-0, and that was the tying run coming across the plate. And then with the bad part about it, they reviewed it and still let the call stand. Now, if it wasn't for a review, I could say, okay, I just missed it. But they reviewed it and he still said the call stands. They gave you an opportunity to correct the call. You chose not to. That need to be investigated there. He probably was waging on the team. Something was going on there.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, the other one, to throw a man out because a fan said something, the umpire was just all discombobulated. He just didn't know what was going on. Two terrible blown calls.
All right. Coach, again, Coach Stud. Everything you were saying, that's what I was thinking. Like, you had a chance to review it. You reviewing it, and you still don't get it right. It is insane, Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
But this is why I said from last week when we went to the young man that was banned from the NBA, it can't be one-sided. The way these referees from no matter what the sport is making these calls, even on reviews, it's like, what are y'all looking at? But if the call is benefiting you, the better, or you, the person who you have betting for you, how fair is that? And it's not like it's unheard of. Y'all had a referee in the NBA not too many years back who betted on teams and made bad calls to benefit bettors. So we know it can happen.
I'm not going to say the name because I don't want nothing to happen to Ebony sports reporters.
But
Tim Donahue.
Yeah, there you go.
I was gonna say that Tim Donahue, because Rasheed Wallace was waiting for him after one game. He said, "I'm gonna get my money's worth."
Now, even talking about the NBA, of course, Dirty Joel does something outrageous where he should have been ejected in tonight's game. Why wasn't he ejected? It was a dirty play he did. It could cost this man not just tonight's game, it could cost him the rest of the series. Why didn't you throw Joel out?
And suspend? Yeah, he should have been thrown out.
Why? Because y'all are in Philly playing now? If it's fair, then call the games how you see it, not how you want to see it or how you think the game should go.
Now you see what I was talking about earlier? When we get our
that's why we're about to mute you right now. The mute button is working right now.
See what happens when we get our calls?
See, I got to get caught up in this mute thanks to this Knick fan over here.
See, you see what he did?
Look,
they ain't throw him out.
You see where McCarthy just went, right?
No, that's what we got y'all right there to tell us. Give us the breakdown.
He went to the Vikings.
McCarthy went to the Vikings. They needed a quarterback.
Can you believe that?
They traded with the Jets. I'm trying to figure out what the Jets are doing. Or the Jets switch picks.
Yeah, so the Jets are about to pick now. They're number 11.
I don't even know what they need.
They're probably going to draft Fritz.
Nah. That time passed.
Is not another quarterback available, is it?
There's quarterbacks. There's still quarterbacks available.
I'm talking about one that's relevant.
Mm-hmm. So now we're going to come to Anquan Kennedy. And so, again, a lot of people saying he's been an internet sensation, IG sensation.
Wayne has built a name for itself simply because of a knack, an ability to reinvent himself in the hooping landscape in Cameroon. Inspiring thousands across the internet with his drive and blue-collar work, seemingly it will be a long fight until...
Meeting Wayne Kennedy, a force of nature on the basketball court. His journey doesn't start with state-of-the-art facilities or luxurious training camps. No, it begins with a passion that burns bright, a ball that has seen countless hours of practice, and a young man with a dream bigger than his circumstances. And Wayne's story is a testament to the power of resilience, a symphony composed by the rhythm of his dribble and the echo of his footsteps on the uneven court. Born in a community where resources are scarce, where dreams often take a backseat to survival, Wayne defies the odds with every bounce of the ball. In a world where the term training equipment is often synonymous with luxury, Wayne improvises. Old tires become...
I mean, it's move.
Wow.
Coach Tisha.
I'm about to use that soon. I'm gonna take some of his practice stuff and use that.
I was impressed.
Yeah, I'm
like,
impressed.
listen, they work harder than the Americans that's here with the equipment that they have. Like, that's what you call dedication to what you want to become.
I hope he gets drafted.
I mean, but is anybody looking?
After this video, I think they are. He just got to be.
There's several videos, but that's one of the things coming to play. What y'all saying, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was definitely impressive, and the work these brothers is out there putting in.
Work ethic is great.
I mean, your own weight can't outdo any weights that you picking up.
The training he was doing with the tires and on his back, that plank with all those tires on your back, that says a lot. That says a lot. The training without modern equipment, you still got your body in shape.
Yeah.
And then going up the stairs with the basketball, he reminded me of Steph Curry with his drills. So I hope he gets a chance to go into the NBA and then change his family's fortune and everything like that.
All right. Coach Julius Hall.
Well, if you don't make it in the NBA, I know damn well you can make it with the Globetrotters. Hey, I'm serious. The boy you got it.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
He one of them players you could say, if he get on the court, ain't nobody fit to mess with him.
Mm-hmm.
He got skills. I like him. Where is he at?
In Cameroon, in West Africa. Mm-hmm.
And how old is he?
He's in his 20s. Mm-hmm.
Like 20.
He should be playing for somebody, the African national team or somebody.
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
So, yeah. Coach Stud.
Against all odds, but his determination, I was very impressed and love his work ethic. And hopefully he can get a look at somewhere. Somebody would give him a look because he wants it. He's not short of that. He definitely wants it now. I was very impressed with his workouts.
Okay. All right. So we're now going to comment to some of what I call the All Black media equivalent in the NBA. The All Black media equivalent in the NBA. That's why I realized that. And so we're going to do this right here.
Everyday hustle like William. Yeah. Everyday hustle like William. I'm charging the chicken just for the verse. Yeah. I get in that kitchen, I could go to work. I go berserk. Yeah. Go out and get it, secure the city, can't sing like the Titanic. I'm a free bandit. This paper coming to me 24 hours. I can't go sleep. I know the power of $1. Told 50 rounds at least. She know I get money. She know. As soon as I up, let's go.
All right. So Julius Hall stepped out. Coach Stud.
We got to keep our eye on Luka Doncic, Joe Kyrie Irving, and them Dallas Mavericks now. They gonna be something to be reckoned with over there in that West now. And right. they can pass that ball more time than any team presently in the playoffs. And they gonna keep an eye on them now. You got old Kyrie over there now, and
right.
they Keep an eye on them. Nothing they do surprises me now. They come out there and ball. Yep.
Yes.
Great play and player draw to the basket and throw it up for the man and clear dunk.
Coach Julius Hall.
31.
Well, the best team I've seen playing, and Tony, I don't want to give your team no props. I don't want to give your team no props, but because I don't like Denver. Just plain and simple. I don't like Denver. But I respect Denver. They play better team ball than any team I've seen play. Those boys play together. It's about winning to them. And that was pretty nice right there. But still, the Denver Nuggets, I was very impressed with them coming down from 19 or 21 or whatever they were down at the Lakers, and the Lakers couldn't close that out. I knew when they let those people get back within 7, they was dating in the water.
All right.
Obviously, y'all can tell I'm still upset about that, right?
I mean, the Lakers are just not a well-orchestrated team is the problem, but I digress. I mean, of course, y'all know I'm a Kyrie fan. I don't care who he plays for. The brother is just good. The chemistry that he's able to build with no matter who he's playing with just shows you that the love of basketball is in his DNA. The chemistry him and Luka have, you would think they've been playing together all these years. And they're still finding their way, and I love it.
All right. Coach Fritz.
Hold on.
Whoa, they took a quarterback?
Hey, Tony Mitchell. Y'all got Bo Nix from Oregon.
Wow.
So Denver just drafted their quarterback of the future.
They did. I like Bo Nix. He's a winner.
Congratulations. I have to tell you that, Mr. Tony Mitchell.
He's the steal of the draft for them.
Yeah, I would agree with it too.
Sorry to breaking
Well,
in.
they said they haven't picked in the first round either for a quarterback. They normally go in the second round.
Yes. So they just picked a quarterback, and I was trying to figure out where he was going, but we did talk about all the top, all the quarterbacks.
I mean, he's a good pick.
So
your Raiders is up next.
Okay.
The Jamar team, they probably gonna draft him.
That's right. That's right. We can be a cornerback. We can be a safety. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What number are they?
13. The Raiders. 13.
What was the question? Because I got caught up with this draft.
Well, we can move on. We can move on because it's all time. It's time, but because if you want to say something, it's tied to what you saw with the video with regards to Kyrie and Luka, so
Dallas is they're exciting. Their series against the Clippers. Yeah, the Clippers got them, but when they go back to Dallas is going to show out. And Luka,
I think it's even now too.
Luka and Kyrie are playing very well with each other. Everybody thought their styles were going to mesh, not going to mesh. They were going to be clashing, but they know where each other's going to be. Him passing the ball to Kyrie for that left-handed jump shot. Sorry, Tony Mitchell, over Denver. That was sick. And then that pass, that play that they just did, he just knew that Kyrie was there. Kyrie knew his other man was coming. The bench, everybody was so excited with that play. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
I didn't know Bo Nix was from Alabama.
He played at Auburn. He played at Auburn and transferred to Oregon. His daddy played at Oregon, Patrick Nix.
Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is the last topic. It's tied to what we just said because y'all probably still trying to figure out why did I say that. Basically, that this tied to the All Black Media equivalent in the NBA because of this right here, and this tied to that person right here.
It was a snub.
And we're going to come right here. And where Kyrie goes and address some of this right here.
Mm-hmm.
I wish my brothers well, and I just didn't fit into this team, and I think the deliberation process was a tough one. But again, I have nothing but respect for those guys over at USAB. You know, at this point in my career, I think my focus should be on winning the championship, and you know, in the summertime, just going to support those guys when I get a chance. But yeah, I grew up in a time too, I wanted to say this, I grew up in a time too where we actually had to try out for USAB, and we did meet up as a group and as peers, and there was a mutual respect that we earned from one another and trying out and then seeing what 5 meshed well. So I think obviously the timing's a little bit different. But yeah, I kind of miss those days of just being able to get everybody together, break bread, and then compete against one another. And then the deliberation process happens at the end of like the 4 days or 5 day process, even though people know who's going to be on the team. You know what I'm saying? So I miss that fun part of it, of just getting together. But I wish my brothers well.
If y'all seen the clip where Kai like is doing some special shit, he's breaking down the whole team, putting it behind his leg. Bro, that play happened because we could not get the ball. Just had to take it and go, like, cause they were trapping us. They were full court trapping us. We could not, like, their pressure was so crazy. Bron, Cole, they all like picking up full court. And it was crazy because like Kai took it upon himself and we was watching it like, oh.
He was talking smack to Kobe too, I think.
This is not a high school kick or Kobe, oh my God, no. This is me throwing it back to you one-on-one. You have to guard. No, you have to guard. You're not gonna lock me up. You're not gonna lock me up. It's over. You think you're talking to a high school kid? You just came out of high school, kid. You came out of college. You just came out of high school. You came out of high school. You played 2 games. You played 2 games in college. Some people need 30 games and some people need 11. I give him credit for his confidence. It's 50 grand in my charity. Greatly appreciated. Hey. Easy money. Easy money. Easy money. Easy. Y'all be playing a little bit. How y'all about the same size. Y'all about the same size. I mean, are you kidding? And I need you. And I miss you. And now I wonder. Look at Katie. Look at Katie. Into the sky. You think time will pass me by. 'Cause you know I walk 1,000 miles.
So I'm gonna say that Kyrie Irving is the equivalent to our black media in the NBA. Because here go a group that got talent, got abilities, got the it, got all of that. But then sometimes some people want to try to like put them on. They don't want to necessarily have them always around, have them right there. But when it comes down to it, they got the talent, they got the skill set. So that's why I wanted to say when I looked, I was like, yo, that's our black media. So Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts about what you said?
I couldn't agree with you more because you know, Kyrie is one of those players that are just transformative, just like our black media is. Nobody's doing what we do, and nobody does what he does. That boy handles out this world. He is what everybody emulates now.
Yep.
Dribbling the ball. You see everybody's trying to do what Kyrie did, you know. The closest one was that Jason Williams, you know, and then you got a couple of that Professor. He's pretty good, but he ain't never been to the NBA, you know. But he has mad skills and he's a great player. I always liked him. I always liked him because he kept it real. He wasn't fake at all. You ain't never seen that boy there be fake.
That's right.
Never. He told it just like it is, and that's why I love that young man right there.
All right, Coach Stud.
Great skills and well-spoken and even a better person. And he stands on what he believes. And whatever happens behind it, he's willing to deal with that. Great individual. I was very impressed with that.
All right. Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
Hold on, it's Kyrie Irving. So let me let her have the floor. You know what I'm saying? Let me let her have the floor. Kyrie Irving. So let me let her have the floor.
Listen, I love his honesty. You don't have to agree with whatever he's saying, but he's gonna tell you, this is how I feel. This is how I see it. You may not see it the way I see it, but I'm still gonna tell you, this is how I see it. And he's right. What happened to the way they were chosen to be part of the USA basketball? Now is, oh, I want you, and you. Okay. I'm a round peg, you trying to fit into a square hole. It don't work for me. Obviously doesn't work for you, and I'm okay with that. So, and like he said, he can build his craft in other ways. He can prepare himself for the next season, and that's fine. And this is why you don't have people volunteering when it's time for the All-Star weekend. You don't have people volunteer to do all these different things because now you done took the fun out of it.
It's more political.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sports writers that wrote negative. Yes, I'm gonna say this. There's a lot of sports writers that wrote negative comments about Kyrie. They didn't understand Kyrie, and I found out why they don't understand Kyrie. 245 IQ.
Talk about it, baby. When you smart like that.
245 IQ. When I saw that, I sent it to her. She didn't look at it, so I finally forced her to look at it, and then she's like, "Okay, who's number one?" When I told her Kyrie was number one at 245, she went ballistic. But he is.
But this is why
his mind is on another level.
You know, it's hard for people to see him than the way they've perceived him, other than to listen to where he's coming from when he's articulating whatever it is he's trying to explain. He ain't forcing you to see where he's coming from. He's merely telling you, this is where I'm coming from. Take it or leave it. But I love that kid.
I'm not laughing. I'm just laughing because Tony Mitchell, he's on it. But yeah, so that's why I go and say that's the equivalent. And he has the drive, has the work, has the determination, and that's our black media. This has been Ebony Sports Reporters with Coach Stud, Coach Julius Hall, Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha. And the draft is still going on, and keep your eyes awake as to what's happening, and don't hurt nobody if your team did not get what you think they should get, because we know how those New Yorkers are. They will try to cause some harm to some people right now because, again, you got the Giants and also you got the Jets.
Really? See y'all.
Right. We see y'all next week. Every Sports Reporter. And we got our press cups.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
like that.